Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, The Last Chevalier, and you're welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. Let's continue this game, shall we? We were human ecclesias. What is this? The population is all. What? The first major settlements of the humans are constructed from very flammable materials. Accident and lightning strike cause a series of disastrous city fires. Through fire, nature is reborn a whole. Latin phrase, soul system. This is not good. Oh my god, prevention costs 50 synthesis? I could totally believe with burning cities. The human organized early fire squads and adopt fire prevention methods. Still, the population numbers fall for each settlement that is burned down. Let's go for that one. It was a lot of synthesis just for a fire. I don't know what that did. Sage manipulate the human ecclesia for personal gain. Humans use writing to spread lies and superstition. It's called art. A devastation flood on Earth drowns many humans. Oh no, it's the reckoning all over again. No. There we go. A great war trader's glees. A dominant religious faction of the Prune is claiming the right to invade a distant Holy Land. They gather many allies to challenge the alleged heathens who live in the divine country of Glitz Sea. Armies of volunteer peasants and honor-bound knights, swelling with pious pride and bearing sacred symbols of their banners and armor, thus embark on a glorious pilgrimage. I, or rather the Lord, beseech you as Christ's heralds to publish this everywhere and to perse all people of whatever rank, foot soldiers and knights, poor and rich, to carry aid promptly to those Christians and to destroy that vile race from the lands of our friends. Moreover, Christ commands it. Pope Urban II, 11th century CE Soul System. I wasn't expecting this for you, prom. The Holy Crusades. Peace, it doesn't cost me anything. Total War costs me plus 20. And regular conflict costs me nothing. I will not go for Total War. The battles over the Holy Land never end. Many religious splinter factions emerge from the fights and reconquer the land from the previous crusade. 44.6 million casualties. After many years, the invaders are repelled and return home empty-handed. The long crusade cost many lives. The holy people of different faiths meet in a great council and negotiate an end to the crusade, with a universal doctrine of peaceful coexistence. Let's go with that one. More tech. More synthesis. Synthesis, come to me. More. Beautiful ballads are shared amongst the Prune in Sea. More. Steam platform was slowly deteriorating. Perfect. No, that one is bad. I could grab it for synthesis, but humans. Oh, they're already in the Iron Age. Good for them. Very good for them. What will they do with it? Wisdom, advancement. I think advancement will be nice to have in order for them to have more people. Because 4.1 million humans, that's a small number. Development event. What happened with Dorlot? Hello? Growth in real. The Dorlots have gathered detailed knowledge about their bodies over the centuries and are able to create potent medicines to cure many diseases and wounds. Their new medical ideas and treatment represent further efforts to understand and control the forces of nature as their civilization advances. Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future. Hippocrates, Greek doctor. I have a problem saying Greek. Oh my god, civilization pillar goes 60. The Dorlo realized that clean water is the secret to a healthy population. Healers therefore ordained ritual purifications of drinking supplies to save countless lives. Shamanic doctors decree that diet is medicine and prescribe myriad herbs and potions with the aim of improving patients' health, or the end, elders proclaim illness to be caused by pride, laziness, and masturbation. Perverted tree spirits are said to possess part of the body and turns the blood sour when these sins are committed. Huh. I think I will go with regular development. Just for them to have more population. They have a lot of population, but there's always they can be more. More people. Random. Fight was defeated, okay. More random. A growing settlement expands its influence, good. Beautiful sculpture adorned the city, perfect. Okay, let's go up. I gotta adjust this one. Celebrating on Gleesea, perfect. New technological era. Haha. The Iron Age. Welcome. Welcome to the Iron Age. Now, what are you gonna do with this Iron Age thingy? You're gonna for advancement too? Go for it. Development event. What happened now? Knowledge English. To preserve their knowledge gathered throughout the ages, Prawn erects magnificent libraries in their major cities. Valuable books and manuscripts are painstakingly transcribed, and ancient scrolls are preserved in these hallowed halls. The contents of the great libraries range from religious manuscripts to mathematical treatises, with some mystical tomes even transcending distinct genres. Libraries were full of ideas, perhaps the most dangerous and powerful of all weapons. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, American fantasy author, 21st century BC, CE, Sol System. Oh, look at that, Civilization Paler doesn't cost me anything. To unify the lore of the Prawn, the vast libraries are made open to all. Visiting scholars bring rare books from their homelands to promote cultural exchange. Or regular development, libraries' access is restricted and compelling groups of Prawn aim to hoard knowledge for themselves. Or the end, with shifting religious views and new leaders coming to power, the teachings of old are regarded as blasphemous. Libraries are closed and in some cases destroyed by fire. Civilization Piler. And they should advance in the next age soon enough. With giant libraries and all. 100 synthesis. More synthesis. New technological age, yes. Which is the nautical age. The Prawn developed vessels capable of exploring the farthest corners of the planet. The flourishing traffic of goods and ideas advances the fields of navigation, chemistry, and engineering. While rough pirates sail the seas regions of Gleesea, universities house printed books, safeguarding the community knowledge of Prawn civilization. We found another land far on the other side of the ocean, a place to breed and to feed on helpless creatures. It is truly a paradise. In Looper, Worm-Faced Navigator, 26 breeding period, Vega system. So, what can you do with this thing? You can go for Advanced Wisdom, it doesn't cost me anything, or Power. What is the power about? The Prawn craft new weapons to conquer, plunder, and wage war on each other? No. Exploration encourages the Prawn to engineer large vessels and better food preservation to keep up with the demands of global trade. Or Wisdom, the discovery of new lands and people inspires the Prawn to re-examine social and scientific principles. Let's go for that one. More Utopia, please. I love my Utopia. They have almost one full star. No, this minus is bad. Human Kingdoms Development Event. Paradigm shifting soul. What happened? Mandate of Heaven. In a region of Earth, the humans believe that their monarchs are chosen by the gods to rule over them. A powerful dynasty arises and establishes a celestial kingdom. But it is told that the will of heaven can be revoked if the ruler displeases the gods. The people are of supreme importance. The altars of the gods of earth and grain come next. Last comes the ruler. That is why he who gains the confidence of the multitudinous people of will be emperor. Mexican Chinese philosopher, 3rd century BCE Sol system. What do you have? Cultural ascent, cultural expansion, or cultural descent. If a trapped monarch is defeated in battle, they lose the mandate of the gods, so the throne could be contested by anyone with enough human power. Cultural expansion, the Celestial Empire expands all over Earth. The belief that their domain should reach everything under the sky leads to exploration and many new cities. Or cultural ascent. Church authorities interpret successful revolts as evidence that the mandate of heaven has passed, so the influence of the Celestial Kingdom fades away. It gives me plus everything, so I'm going to choose this one. Perfect. Perfect. I don't want to choose any of those. Thank you very much. Landscape start resources. I need to gather more synthesis because I don't know how much synthesis I will need to. Oh, more technology. The prone mourn the death of a great academic. Good for them. More. The human compose an epic poem recounting their history. More utopia. More everything. In an ice disaster climate of 41. No problem. Cosmic dust obscure the light reaching Froston 1. I don't care about Froston 1. What is Froston like? A flare star seems to contain the swamp moon Frostar 1, additional rocket planets, and a massive debris disk. A huge brown gas giant fills the night sky in the swamp moon Frostar 1. Nearby, every planet at the planet's surface is full of atoms and very toxic. The gigantic river delta covers the surface of Frostar 1, are home to millions of different animals. Dorlot Kingdoms, what happened? Enlightenment in Rigel. A city that is rumored to have sacred powers start drawing spiritualists, priests, and sages from all corners of Region 7. Glorious things are spoken of you, O City of God. What happened here? Hello? Oh my god, that cost a lot of synthesis. They're already in Utopia. I could keep them there. Let me read the Holy City. The Holy City becomes a center of spiritual and philosophical debate. Countless scriptures are created to spread the wisdom to all Dorlot in Regil 7. Or regular development. The dominant religions of the Dorlot claims the Holy City for itself. The teachings of the city's writers are absorbed into the church doctrine. Or their end. The Dorlot start to worship the city itself and not the teachings of the inhabitants. Zealots conquer the place and slowly the city loses its appeal to the masses. Regular development. More Utopia! Utopia points are good. Oh no! I wanted one of those. Let's go out. Is exterminated by the aggressive predator on Fox 1. Okay, that's okay. No. Dystopia, I don't want anyone to have dystopia. I want them all to be utopias because I love them all, my little species. What happened in Dorlot Kingdom? Scarcity crisis in Bridal. What happened? Forest areas are becoming scarce in the Bridal system. The effects of tribal warfare brought the Dorlot civilization to a breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the kingdoms find ways to preserve the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? It is uncanny how aware most extinct sapient species were of the point of no return, regardless whether they started burning down their last primal forests or depleted all the valuable asteroids in their star system. So many just marched on toward their downfall. Tomam of Asteroid 993 from Xenoarchaeologist Period 84E Glinsom Excavation Fleet. Crisis, Precaution, War. 49% Dorlot Ethics and Harm Value. 43% Dorlot Ethics Value. The unlock you prepare for a future without wood. Will their monarchs preserve the environment region or deny their people access to essential resources? Scarcity causes discord and competition among the Dorlot. Knowledge diminishes while the kingdoms of region compete for their dwelling resources. Or just go for war and get done with it. The Dorlot pick up their iron swords and fight over access to remaining forest area. Knights regiments destroy entire cities in the so-called Wood Wars. Just the crisis will be okay. Oh god, what happened? And hostility has broke out. With wood becoming rare, the Dorlot kingdoms are preparing for the wars and protecting their vanishing resources. Sword fighters are deployed next to vital metal mines, and the inhabitants of Rigel are too busy preparing for conflict to tackle the roots of the scarcity crisis. Ours is a world of nuclear giants and ethical infants. We know more about war than we know about peace, more about killing than we know about living. Omar Bradley, American General, 20th Century CE, Sol System. That's a good quote. Okay, what are the options? Strong hostility, total war, or regular hostility? I have enough synthesis. It doesn't cost me anything, I don't know why, but some kingdoms gather their sword fighters near vital metal mines as the scarcity of wood leads to the abandonment of scholars. Knights regiment protected the few remaining forest areas at all costs, while kingdoms prepare for conflict, the scholars turn into sword fighters, abandoning knowledge for staying for iron swords. Or total war. The wood crisis escalates quickly, sword fighters fight over access to metal mines, and knights regiment destroy entire cities. The Dorlot civilization sinks deeper into scarcity as they murder one another. Let's go for regular hostility, kill each other. More resources, please. They are really having problems with resources, so we need to be here and do something about it. More people. That wasn't a good call, wasn't it? Human Kingdom, New Technological Age. Oh, they have reached the Nautical Age? Good. They will use it for wisdom. Yeah, no imperialism here. Prune Assembly Development Event. From Star Assemblies, Reduction in Gliese. What happened? A telegraphic network spawning the entirety of Gliese Sea is invented. Oh, good! This eases communications and make it less necessary for the Prune to travel. I hear that the roads to our capital are completely overgrown since everybody is using the telegraphic service nowadays instead of traveling. In Looper, Warm Phase Navigator, 26 breeding period Vego system. Good! Technology, civilization pilot overall. No wait, there is no need. Regular development it is. There are some corners of Gliese Sea that the telegraphic network cannot reach. These are stay part of the smaller network of harbors. Or their end, the telegraphic system is rolled out and maintained by the Starbase assemblies, who use it to manipulate message and deceive the Prune. That's not good. Due to the nifty telegraphic network, the Prunes stop traveling altogether and stay in their library capitals. Regular development. Let's go for regular development. They will have a lot more resources now, and more Utopia. Sharing the Prunes see, and more resources. Well, yes, I know that they have that, but can we go here because they only have for 61 years and the things are looking bad. More resources. Dorlot ballads represent harmony in Regal Sea. Please give me something good. I must call it celebrated now. Oh god. New technological era already? The British Industrial Age. The Prunes started to study electricity, steam power, and machine manufacturing in the Industrial Age. Harnessing the power of radio waves might allow them to send signals into outer space, but the civilization could accidentally eradicate itself as weapon developed thrust forth. Interference with the planet poses a serious threat to the ecosystem that has sustained impunity throughout the ages. No, that's not true. The planet almost fucked them over. Modern bourgeois society, modern bourgeois society with its relations of production, of exchange, and of prosperity, property, a society that has conjured up such gigantic means of production and of exchange, is like the sorcerer, who is no longer able to control the power of the nether world, who he has called up his spells. Karl Marx, German philosopher. Okay, we're now in the Industrial Age. Welcome, welcome. Advancement or wisdom? Think advancement. Hard work and ingenuity are needed to manage rapid urbanization without critically harming the planet. Train networks across vast swaths of clean sea offer high speeds mobility for both freight and passengers. Yeah, let's go for that. They could have clothing now, no? The average Prone could not afford to own books in the Industrial Age. Public libraries allowed unprecedented access to knowledge. With a multitude of ideas being shared from far and wide, it becomes necessary to develop a tolerance for different and even conflict weapons in order to learn from one another. Good. I will take this one, thank you, and go up. I need to go to the Dorad Kingdoms. There are problems here. We need less people, please. And that didn't do anything. That didn't do anything to help with the scarcity of resources. Dorad Kingdoms development. What happened? Consumption in region. Of course it is. Due to sophisticated traps and bows, the hunting of wild animals becomes much easier. Being a hunter turns into a lucrative profession, and a guild system is formed in the big cities of Regal 7. Until the lions have their own historians, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. Chinua Achebe, Nigerian poet, 20th century CE, Soul System. Okay, what do we have? Oh god, prevention indeed. The hunting guilds turn into a breeding ground for assassins and mercenaries. They quickly become outlawed. Oh god. Hunting rights are reserved only for the monarchs of the Dorlot. They employ the expertise of the hunting guilds to decimate the wildlife around their palaces, or the hunting guilds rise to power in Dorlot society and the hunters become reputable monarchs even after eradicating most wildlife around the cities. With prevention, they become assassins and mercenaries. I need more resources. $202 million. Oh yes, resources. More resources. A little more of Utopia. At least if they're gonna die, let them die with a happy face. Let them die happy. How are you? Poof. You have enough resources to last thousands of years. I don't see any problem with you, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. You're really not that many humans. Development event. Injustice in Soul. To make sense of the depressing and unfair world that the humans live in, a strange dark religions emerge. Followers believe that God is a powerless ruler who was tasked too much over hell, earth, and as a punishment. To watch over hell, earth as a punishment. Okay. I get it. The creator is in hell, and that is what we have to call home. Prevention. The leading celestial thinkers decide that if God is in hell, this means the humans can ignore it existing completely and wield a society, not depending on any gods. or regular, one assembly of the humans officials adopt this new castigatist philosophy and teaches a doctrine of despair, massive injustice. The cult of the ostracized god becomes the dominant celestial philosophy. The ideas that their entire existence is a celestial punishment is now a deep part of the culture on Earth. 69. No, a regular development, we will go for that one. Oh, the top is going down. And you know what? It's going even down. The Senator of Earth saw themselves as servants of the humans. They believed that their power derived from heaven, but famine and revolts were signs that they had lost favor with the gods. Thus, the will of the people put an end to the reign of celestial senators. Okay, prune-starved nations, human assemblies, and Dorlot kingdoms. Those are the three that are in our little galaxy. So far the game is amazing. It's everything I was hoping for. It's an extremely narrative game. Oh no, I wanted the Utopia. Okay, but that is all the time I have for today. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you have a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.